And with that, we finally finished 24-25. We don't have to look back at this. We don't have to remember anything that happened. Yes, we finished 16th in the Premier League table, but finally, Manchester United 2, Aston Villa nil. Not a victory we expected, not a result we really needed. And all I can say is, you know what? To end off such a bad season, a season which started with some hope. We started with, you know what, we could actually challenge for top four. We could win a Europa League. This could be the start of something big. To where we were right now, where we were begging for a win. Where before this, we had not won a home game since 27th of February. Before this, we had not won a game since we beat Leicester. I guess to win a game, sure, that's always a good thing. We beat Villa 2-0. It wasn't like Villa did anything much. Overall, on the balance of the game, we definitely deserved the win. Ahmad scored. That's never a bad thing. Ericsson scored on his final game. He got a penalty. We got a penalty. And ultimately, Man United 2, Villa nil. But that's a story for you, isn't it? The entire season, we could have won games. The entire season, there were games, there were points that were needed, that needed to be won. But then ultimately, we get the points, we get the goals when we don't really need it. When it could have been a loss and nobody would have really argued. It's not like anybody would have been disappointed had we lost this game. But you know what? Somber season, but a good end to it. You can just say, you know what, Ahmad scored, Ericsson scored. Now we're giving Johnny Evans a good send off. We're giving Lindelof a good send off. We're giving Christian Eriksen, who scored, a very good send off. And that is the story of the game. Just positive emotions, if you want to call it, in what has been one of the worst seasons in our existence, in what has been definitely a forgettable season, when many others have had their own moments. Newcastle won their trophy, Crystal Palace won their trophy, Nottingham Forest qualified for the Conference League, Villa qualified for the Europa League, Newcastle qualified for Champions League. Clubs which you would expect to finish below us have overperformed. Spurs, meanwhile, finishing below us in 17th place, qualify for Champions League, and we all know why. Going back to that's all that was for the game. It wasn't anything spectacular. It wasn't like there were moments going end to end, because this game pretty much encapsulated the season. When there's no pressure, when there's really no need for us to win, you know what? We go out and we win. But we lead the season with, let's say, just a light bang. Something to show, you know what? We can do more next season. But this would depend on what? This would depend on exactly who the players it is that we sign. And can Amarim really mature as a coach? Can he step up? Because the club have pretty much confirmed that he's staying over. So there's no point in us saying Amarim in or out for next season. Even if I think Amarim should leave, there's no point at least until game week 3, game week 4 of next season. Because that's the earliest that any kind of change can happen. But at this moment in time, all we can look forward to is the summer transfer window, which will determine a lot. So first of all, we're getting Cunha. And secondly, we might go and add a Liam Delap or a Victor Osimhen or a Victor Gyökeres. And with them, we might also add a Ryan Cherky. We might buy a Brian Mbeumo. And then midfielders. But notably, for the attack, there's a particular combination that I want. For me, I want 2 goal scorers, 1 creator. So it doesn't matter how the combination comes. It could be a combination of Cherky and Mbeumo. It could be a combination of Cunha and Mbeumo. But then if we get Cunha and Mbeumo, then I want a Liam Delap who's a linked man up front. If we get a Cherky and an Mbeumo, or Cherky and a Cunha, in that case, I want a striker in the mold of Victor Gyökeres, Victor Osimhen, somebody who can really goal score and who can lead the line. We do not want a case where we have 3 attackers who are just simply goal scorers only, because then you ask the question, who's going to create for them? If we buy 3 attackers who are just only about linking play, thing is again, who will score the goals? So we have a dilemma unless we get the perfect balance. So we need to think about what kind of combination of attackers we're going for. At the same time, we need to upgrade at left wing back. Dorgu is just not good enough. But that's the case that we're stuck with. We will have to move on with that. We have to look at Ahmad, right wing back. You know what? Insane goal. Ahmad scores a header. I mean, this guy can do almost everything. And if he was already good in such a disjointed United system, then only God knows what he could do next season with a proper setup, a proper attacking line where they're giving him service, they're helping him out with threats and carrying out threats. There could be a scenario where we build a good enough team for top four. Though it's in the distance, though it looks highly unlikely at the moment, there is a team that could be assembled with the right balance, with the right mix of Premier League players that could really get us top four next season. But that's all about next season because that's a far, far way away. All we can do till then is hope, you know what? Amarim sets up things right and he starts coaching the players. He starts coaching his players in a way that starts playing his football, that starts playing high intensity football, that starts playing focused, direct football. Something that will get us goals, something that will get us through the defense, through the midfield, and into the attack. Something coherent. It's not much we're asking for. If you really think about it, we're not asking for a lot. We're asking for a team to play some kind of style, something that represents United, which has been missing for how long? How long have we been waiting for this? But it just never comes. Maybe, we never know. 25, 26 could be that year. It could be the year that things change. It could be the first step back to where we want to be. But yeah, that's all it is. Man United 2, Aston Villa 0. We end the season on a high. All I'm saying is take this momentum into next year, into the next season. Buy the players that are needed. Get the manager the players that he needs. And hopefully the manager can change his own philosophy and, you know what, stick to things where he does what's right for the team and not what's right for him. So that's all. And see you all in the next video.